So given this graph here, we have to answer the question, what is a quadratic function that is this graph? So what we're allowed to know are the points -2, 0, the points 4, 0, so these are the roots, these are the points where it cuts the x-axis, and we know the point 0, -16, that's the point it cuts the y-axis. So only from these 3 points we have to try and work out the function. So let's go ahead and we'll do that now, and when we're finished we'll put our equation into the graphical calculator and see whether we're correct or not. So we've already looked at the solution of this problem whenever we looked at the polynomials. So this quadratic function is just another polynomial in degree 2. So the general equation for it is f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, and we want to find the values of a, b and c. Now we have the points at which it cuts the x-axis, so those points are 4, 0 and -2, 0. So it means that x equals 4 is a root and x equals -2 is a root. So therefore it means that x minus 4 is a factor and x minus 2 is a factor. And what we've learned from our polynomial solutions was that we can create the function f of x, and it's going to equal k times the x minus 4 times the x plus 2. So whenever we multiply that out we get k, and this, the two x's multiply, get x squared. We get 2x here minus 4x, which is minus 2x, and minus 4 times 2 is minus 8. Now we have to find the value of k, but we know that it crosses the y-axis at point 0, 16, minus 16. So we know that whenever x is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 16. So all we need to do is put that into the equation above. So it means that the value here, f of x, this is our y, its value of minus 16. We're looking to find out what k is, and we've got to put the value for 0 in for x, so 0 squared is 0, minus 2 times 0 is 0, so we're just left with a value of minus 8. So finally that becomes minus 16 equals k times minus 8, so k must be a value of 2. So finally we can say f of x is going to equal 2 times the x squared minus 2x minus 8, which equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 16. So this here is our quadratic equation. So now let's go, we'll take this and we'll put it into the graphical calculator and see whether it's correct. So let's type our function in. It was 2x squared minus 4x minus 16. So you can see here that this equation sits on top of the mystery equation which is in here. So you can see here that this equation here is indeed the correct equation, and you can see that there whenever you open up, and you can see both of them are the same. So that shows that the solution is correct and the theory does work. So thank you for listening. I'll get you in the next video. Goodbye.